Hello everyone, Antano here. Welcome to my channel. So today I thought I'd review the first indie book I've read this year, which happens to be Far Removed by CB Lansdell. For those of you who don't yet know what it is, it's a science fiction / fantasy book set entirely on an aquatic moon and focusing on an amphibious species known as the Knyads. Now my first impression was that it's a very world building and theme heavy story, so it took me quite a while to get into it. It's very much a paradigm shift compared to books I usually read. So you actually have to learn an entirely new vocabulary just to understand what's happening in the book. And on top of that, there's also a very complex political system in Apidecca. Apidecca being the capital city on the moon in which the story takes place. So yeah, that also took me quite a while to get a grip on. Despite the complexity, Far Removed is definitely a breath of fresh air in terms of originality. So it really feels like you're reading about an original race and not just, elves in space, like many other science fiction stories. And the effort to learn the new words definitely starts to pay off eventually. In the same way that, when you learn the language, it only really starts to pay off when you reach a certain basic fluency in it, where you can start conversations. And you get the same feeling while reading Far Removed. That said, I would definitely recommend checking out the glossary at the end of the book if you ever start getting confused by all the new terms. The prose itself is quite high level, with short sentences and a good balance between description and speech. The characters also have really good character arcs, sometimes literally undergoing transformations that keep you engaged in their lives. As for the themes, to me they were more fantasy than science fiction, in that they were more based on the nature of power than on the impact of a new technological advancement. And a very good example of that is the case system on Apidecca, which is the city the story takes place in. And the case system really raises the stakes for the characters. My only gripe with the story is that it slows down a bit too much at times, and the stakes could be higher. This does seem to be a conscious choice by Lansdell though, so this might just be down to personal preference. That doesn't mean it's a boring book, or that I found it boring, just that it's more quiet, more cozy read. To sum it all up, Far Removed has strong themes, solid character development, and a fascinating world to get lost in, though it does take a while to get into it. Perfect for readers who are looking for an original story. Don't forget to support CB Lansdell by buying her book, and thank you for watching my latest indie review.